Nigeria's anti-corruption efforts came under heavy scrutiny as the legal practitioners were identified as taking advantage of the weak criminal justice system to prolong and delay corruption case trials. This revelation was made at the Anti-Corruption Compliance Workshop for Legal Practitioners organized by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime with the support of the Nigerian Institute of Advanced Legal Studies. Vera Chumba has more.
In spite of an explosion of international instruments against corruption by the United Nations with their jurisdictional reach, many corruption cases in Nigeria are pending at various levels of court. Mr. Eger of United Nations advised that statute of limitation must not hinder prosecution.
Good first step is by recognizing that government cannot do this alone. It's not something that can purely be done from a government perspective. You need to involve the legal profession. You also need to try and involve civil society.
Criminal justice in Nigeria is very, very poor and very weak. And we have discovered that lawyers are capitalizing on the weak institution to elongate cases unnecessarily. A lot of top-notch lawyers in Nigeria, particularly some SAN, filing motions that are very frivolous.
Legal practitioners suggest that client solicitor privilege should be handled in such a way to compel compliance with the law.
If you fail to enforce here, once you step out of these shores, you can get embarrassing prospect of you, the lawyer, and even the client being apprehended.
If the legal practitioners disciplinary committee and the body of benchers were in some way incorporated into all of this, it would make it easier for legal practitioners to actually divulge information which is sensitive and confidential.
The issue of using law firms as conduit for money laundering, as to delay justice, is something that none of us is proud of.
This clearly is an affirmation of the desire to adopt strategies that are holistic and effective.
Extracting information from countries that have not ratified the convention and those Nigeria has no legal mutual assistance with were identified as challenges. However, inclusion of anti-corruption in schools' curriculum was canvassed. The UN Convention Against Corruption has a large jurisdictional reach, but the speakers here have said that putting in place preventive measures is key to fighting corruption. In Lagos, Vera Chumba, NTA News.